3-year-old daughter.
One of the scarecrows in the fields was moving.
Because it's Halloween? I should stop analyzing this. Bree here, and I was scrolling through Halloween videos on YouTube, and I found a My Story animated I moved from a city to a small town on Halloween. And that just sounds like a Halloween Hallmark movie. So it piqued my interest, so let's watch it.
Hey everyone, my name
Hi.
is Eden, and this is my story. The day I was born, the biggest rainbow appeared over the hospital, and my parents thought that I was really special. They always treated me like a princess.
Okay.
Mommy, I want an airplane. And the very next day, my room was full of all the toy airplanes my parents could find.
I thought for a second they were going to buy her an actual airplane. I was like, no. Still very spoiled, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be for a second. Here's a private jet for my 3-year-old daughter.
Mommy, I want a little sister. Oh, baby, trust me. You don't need anyone. Our lives are perfect just the way they are.
I thought you said that your parents gave you anything you wanted. Why aren't they spawning a child?
Soon after that day, I'd often hear Mom and Dad fighting with each other, and I noticed they started to drift apart. So I tried my best to keep them together. My biggest nightmare came true when I turned 14. And my
Wow, they
parents
stuck it out for a
announced that
while.
they were getting a divorce. It crushed my heart. Mom decided to move back to her hometown in Missouri.
What small town in Missouri are they moving to? I look around as if they're gonna suddenly spawn in my room.
The minute we got there,
Where in Missouri?
I got the shock of my life. Mom was freaking rich. She owned a huge house and farms in the town. Mom, how come you never told me about any of this? Well, I just didn't think it was that important.
Why didn't you get me an actual private jet? If you were rich, how did she not know that her mom was rich and had a huge estate in Missouri? Also, where's the Halloween? I thought this was a Halloween story.
For that evening, I was taking a walk across the grounds when suddenly my legs got caught in a rope and I fell down in cow poop. What the heck? Just then, I saw a girl my age running towards me, and she stumbled and fell too. Ouch, my butt! Hey, are you okay?
Does she have a secret
my
twin?
gosh, I'm so sorry. I was practicing rope throwing, and I didn't see you there. That was you? Ugh! Now get me out of this! She ran away to look for something and came back with her mom. But just as the lady was untying me, Mom came running and pulled her away. What did you do to my daughter? Get away from her. Lily? What are you doing here? It's my home too.
Is this her sister? Okay, so that's her cousin. Gotcha. Mom had a secret sister. Got it.
I can come here anytime I want. And from what I've heard, you've been running the farm at a loss, so I thought I should come look into it. Oh, so you just turn up out of nowhere to tell me my business? I'm shocked you're even showing your face here after what you did.
Oh my, that accent. Missouri isn't that far south.
Christy, shut up. Mom
Christy,
took my
shut
hand and
up.
pulled me out of there. That's when I learned this lady was Mom's sister, Christy. And that girl was my cousin, Nancy.
That's how that
We lived
works.
in a house next to ours. And you didn't think this was important to tell me too?
Okay, so there's 2 houses on the farm, and this one was just left unoccupied for Mama to move into? Okay. Sure. I should stop analyzing this.
What else are you hiding? Do you have another husband and kids too?
Is it Halloween?
I had so many questions.
Where's
but she
Halloween?
was refusing to answer any, and I was so annoyed at all these secrets. So I just stormed out of the house and went towards the fields. But suddenly, I noticed one of the scarecrows in the fields was moving.
Because it's
Holy
Halloween?
smokes. I screamed and started
Halloween
running away,
costume?
but the scarecrow kept following me. And suddenly, it fell on the ground. Ouch! My knees! My knees!
Yeah. Demonic scarecrows don't fall. Clearly, that's just someone dressed up.
Nancy, why are you dressed like that? I can't tell you that. My mom told me to stay away from you.
Because the farm was running at a loss, we couldn't afford an actual scarecrow, so my mom makes me dress up as a scarecrow and stand in the field and scare away the birds.
I thought she'd know what was going on between my mom and my aunt, but turns out she was just as unaware as me. I offered to be friends with her, and she agreed. as long as we kept it a secret from our moms. Now, tell me, why were you actually here? My friend dared me to do this all night, but then they all left me here. She was really innocent and super funny, and always made me laugh so hard by mimicking.
Me. Okay, is this her one personality trait?
By the time summer was over, we were BFFs.
This is Summer. I thought they moved here on Halloween. I've been lied to.
At school, I learned that Nancy was really naive, and a lot of people took advantage of her. Nancy, you shouldn't be doing your friend's homework. It's all right, Eden. My friends say practice makes a man perfect, and if I write all these things so many times, I'll become a genius. Sometimes she'd make me want to bang my head against a wall. But at home,
Wow,
so much
she's
worse with
really
Mom and
stupid.
Nancy fighting. I've been making the decisions regarding the crops all these years. Why did you sell this lot?
I've been making the decisions.
Because you're dumb and we're suffering losses, so I need to take charge. Suddenly, Aunt Christie picked some tomatoes and threw them right into Mom's face. Soon, the view looked like a Tomatina festival, and out of nowhere,
These are
Nancy
grown
threw a tomato
adults.
at me too. What the heck? Come on, it's fun. It'll convince them we hate each other too. Join in. God, she was crazy. A few nights later, Nancy and I decided to go out for a movie, and we had a blast.
God, she was crazy. Moving on.
Oh my God. It was my first time in a movie hall, and I loved it so much. We should totally do it again.
You've never gone to see a movie
Suddenly,
before.
A stray dog came barking at us, and before I could move, Nancy jumped over the fence and ran at the speed of light, leaving me behind. I wasn't as fast, and the dog caught my skirt and ripped it.
Maybe she has a
Just then,
phobia of
a dog
dogs?
came running and shooed the dog away. Hey, are you okay?
Is it
He
Halloween
helped
yet?
me off the ground, and I couldn't help noticing how cute he was. He took off his jacket and wrapped it around my waist. I hope you'll feel more comfortable now. Cute and such a gentleman. Nancy was waiting for me at the doorstep, but as soon as she saw me, she ran to her house. And now I wasn't going to talk to her either. Later that night, as I was sleeping, I suddenly woke up to see Nancy waving a torch in my face. What the heck is wrong with you? What the heck is wrong with you? Why were you with that jerk, Randy? You know him? Yeah, he's a bad guy, and you need to stay away from him. When I asked her to
He
explain more,
seemed
she
like a
refused to tell me
pretty
and
nice
ran away.
guy. There's someone who is not a nice guy and your friend is hanging out with them, you need to tell them the reason. You can't just be like, he's not a nice guy. You need to, like, say what he's done and explain it. I feel like if he really was that bad of a person, she would have an explanation for it.
I was curious to know if he also knew her, so I asked him. Nancy? Doesn't ring a bell. But before I could ask more, someone dumped an entire tray of food over
That
me.
looks like Nancy.
Nancy! What is the matter with you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just slipped.
Does she like
Well,
him?
Obviously, I knew she didn't, but I didn't want to make a scene, so I just ran to the washroom to clean up. The moment I stepped out, Randy was waiting there for me with a change of clothes. I had some clean clothes in my locker. They'll be too big, but they should work for now. This guy was just perfect.
He just keeps giving her all his clothes.
Behaving this way. So that night, I went to see Nancy and forced her to tell me why she hated me getting along with Randy, and she gave me the most shocking reply.
She likes it?
Into guys. What? Yeah, I knew his secret, but I didn't want to be the one to break it to anyone. That's why I lied to you that he's a bad guy, so you'd keep away from him and won't get your heart broken. She then showed me pictures of him laughing and holding hands with a guy in a park. What? You could have just told me sooner, you know.
Yeah.
I tried to, but you were pissed at me for running away. I'm really scared.
No,
of
she
dogs,
was
'cause I got bit by
asking
one the
for
whole time.
answers.
Oh, Nancy. From the next day, I started avoiding Randy whenever I'd see him around school.
Maybe he just wanted to be friends. Is that so bad? Maybe he's bi and he and that other guy have broken up.
But one time, he caught me on my way back home. I have no idea why you've been avoiding me, but if I've made a mistake, you should let me know. No, Randy, it's not like that. He then told me it was his birthday, and he invited me to the carnival happening in town. At first I was hesitant, but then I remembered how nice he'd been to me, and I decided to be a good friend at least. Later that
Yeah,
night, when I
why
joined
not?
him, I realized it was just the two of us, but we had a blast. We played so many games together, and Randy won a giant teddy bear for me. After that, we went on the Ferris wheel, and when we reached the top, Randy held my hand and pulled me in for a kiss. Randy, get away from me! I'm sorry. I thought you liked me too, and I do. I mean, I did until I found out you like guys. What? Who told you that? I told him about those
Or is
pictures,
it not true?
and he burst out laughing. Oh my God, who took those? That's my cousin who visited me quite a while ago. And I was holding his hand on our walk because he's blind. I'm not into boys. I like girls, okay? I mean, I really like you. And suddenly, I realized I got played by Nancy.
Yeah.
Little bitch. Later, when I got home, I stormed off to Nancy's place and went straight to her room.
I think she likes
I
him.
can't believe I trusted you and you lied to me. You did this because you like Randy too, right? Yes, I liked him too, but... Before she could say more, I jumped onto her and we broke into a wild fight.
Yeah, that's how you solve your
Mom came
problems.
running to separate us. Girls, stop it. What's going on? I told Mom all that happened, and Aunt Christy started to laugh hysterically. So, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. I knew you'd be just like your mother, stealing boyfriends as usual. What did she mean by that? Mom,
Well,
please
it's
stop
pretty
it.
clear, I think.
Her aunt went on to tell us that my dad was originally her boyfriend, but Mom made
Oh,
him
wow.
for her. Their parents asked Mom to dump my dad so the sisters could stop fighting, but instead she ran away with him and never came back. I have apologized to you a million times. I'm sorry I hurt you, but we really loved each other. He was my boyfriend.
I mean, that is a pretty crappy thing to do.
I'm never forgiving you for that.
But if they also were really in love, then the sisters should want them to be happy. Yeah, both of them could have handled the situation better.
I don't want a boy coming between us. Oh, Eden, it's all my fault. Like I said, I also liked Randy, but my friend showed me all those pictures and I believed them and thought he's gay. I've
Oh,
lost feelings for him now.
okay.
You food over me that day. I thought you were jealous. It was a genuine accident, I swear. I'm happy
Oh,
we
wow.
like each other.
We have a minute left. No mention of Halloween. I don't know why I expected better from my story animated. But the whole point was it's fall and I wanted to make Halloween content, and this has nothing to do with Halloween.
But there was one more pair of sisters that we had to reunite, and I had just the perfect plan.
Do it on Halloween?
I called Dad and told him everything and asked him to come visit us.
On
Thank
Halloween.
you so much for coming, Dad. You don't have to thank me, honey. I should have done this sooner and made things easier for your mom. We then walked.
But decided to wait for Halloween.
Both our moms were working, and
Halloween?
they were super shocked to see Dad. What are you doing here? I'm here to apologize to you, Christy. I was the one who fell in love with your sister first, and I was the one who broke your heart. So don't resent her so much, and please forgive both of us. Yeah, I'm sorry too, Christy. Really and truly. I could see tears in Aunt's eyes as she hugged Mom.
In
And
Aunt's
Nancy and I
eyes.
joined in too. After what felt like a lifetime, I saw Mom and Dad smiling at each other, and it made my heart so full.
There was nothing even remotely Halloween related in that. And I can't believe they never thought, ooh, here's pictures of him holding hands with a guy, but he's flirting with this girl. Maybe he's bi. They should have just gone that route. I'm just very disappointed after that. I was hoping for some Halloween content. I'm sorry. If you have any actual Halloween content that you would like me to react to this season, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, and if you want to keep watching, there should be another video popping up right here. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the Ineffable community, because you are ineffable.